Alright guys, so I did rifles the other day. I'm going to go over my pistols, but first, I have a lot of pistols. I have a lot more pistols than I do rifles. I've got a lot of magazines. These aren't all my magazines. These are just what I can fit in this case. There's 92 magazines in this case. That doesn't include the new magazines, but I always buy extra mags for my pistols. And I shoot enough where I do wear out springs and followers and things. So I mainly buy extra mags for my Glocks and my Smith & Wessons. But that's about it. The other pistols, I don't shoot nearly as much. I've got a lot of, starting to accumulate a lot of double stack 1911 pistols. So I've invested into their mags a little bit. But I usually can get about 3 to 5,000 rounds out of a magazine before the springs start to wear out, and you can restretch them and stuff, and get a little more life out of pistol mag springs. But eventually, once you wear it out, you just have to replace the spring, or you have to buy another magazine. So I just find it's easier to buy another magazine. And I do want to point out, just like my rifles, all my magazines, every single one of these mags is completely loaded. So um, I I kind of feel like unloaded magazines are pointless and useless. So I load up all my magazines, every single one of them, with some with different types of ammo depending on what I am shooting. And I do color coordinate some of my extensions and base plates to builds that I use, and I only use certain base plates for certain builds because they are loaded with certain types of ammunition. But anyway, I know that's kind of a long intro and stuff, but I kind of wanted to explain how I keep my pistols, why I keep my pistols, and this isn't going to be like, how I put it, like, you're not going to see a lot of different types of pistols, because you'll see themes here. I like to run the same type of pistol, and I will repurchase the same pistol and build it a little bit differently. And that's mainly because I want the extra parts for it. So I found, if I want to buy like an extractor, recoil spring, some of the wear parts that I want to keep on like hand in case my main pistol of that platform goes down, I find just buying a whole complete pistol, especially used, is more cost effective in the long run than just buying the separate parts. But anyway, let's get right into it. I'm going to do this in one cut. Sorry, it's jumping around a little bit. I am using a phone mount, and it isn't the most stable thing, but I will try to not cause any seizures and stuff. So I'm just going to get into like a pistol and what parts that I'm running on it, basically. So this is an Arex Delta M. It's kind of a Glock clone, if we're calling it that. I find it's a little thinner than like a Glock 19, but this one holds this magazine's 17 rounds, but it comes flush fit with 15 rounds, running an Olight PL2 Mini and a Vortex CCW. Not a bad little pistol, but it's cheap. I don't shoot it that much because I have nicer stuff these days. My next pistol is my H&K P30L V1. So it's got the light LEM trigger in it. And all these magazines are loaded, so if that makes you nervous, I'm sorry. But I am going to check all of them. Nothing is chambered in any of these. They're just loaded magazines. But the light LEM trigger, you can see it's kind of it's single double action, but it's really meant to be ran single action only. It's got a super heavy double action pull, and no optic mount or anything. Comes with Meprolite night sights. It's a nice little pistol. I'm running this H&K magazine extension. This holds 22 rounds of 9mm. This is a 9mm. This is the gun that John Wick used in his first movie. And I just put a Olight PL Pro Valkyrie on this just because you'll notice almost all my pistols have lights and optics. And it's hard to put lights and optics on all your pistols and stuff. So this one is a recent acquisition. I got this sort of recently, and this is an 8-shot 357. This is a 627 Smith & Wesson 357 Magnum. Very nice trigger. Put a Holosun 508T on this, and this is an EGW optics mount for Smith & Wesson K-frame revolvers. Or this is an L-frame. I believe it's an L-frame, but like I said, 8-shot 357 Magnum. This has got Hornady, critical duty or defense. I can't remember. Very, very cool pistol. This is another wheel gun. This is a Smith & Wesson 686 Plus 4-inch 7-shot 357 Magnum. I'm not going to show the trigger because I don't feel like downloading all of the rounds. It does not take moon clips. I put a Holosun 507 comp on this. I really like this. I'm getting more into wheel guns every day, and I really like 357 Magnum revolvers. So I'm looking for a Colt Python as we speak. This one here is a Fusion Firearms XP Pro, and I picked this one up pretty recently too. It is a 2011 style pistol that actually takes Glock mags. This one is a Floyd's base plate. The Glock 17 mag holds 22 rounds. It's got the it's a Series 70 single action trigger only, like most 2011s. Very smooth action. I'm waiting on their ported barrels to come in stock, but this can be ran with a ported barrel from the factory through a Surefire X300 Ultra B on this, and a Vortex Defender ST enclosed. And I'm really liking the optics. I also put, it came with like this Talon grip or handle it grips out of the box, and I re-put the magwell on it, but the magwell is kind of obnoxious. It's really big, but it helps the grip a little bit, but I don't really like the look of the magwell and stuff. So that's my Fusion Firearms XP Pro. This one is, what is this? A Live Free Armory Apollo 11. Another double stack 1911. This one is the ported version, so it's got V6 ports in it. Kind of nice. Nice little trigger, as most 2011s have. Everything's pretty much factory on this. Put a Surefire X300 Turbo on this, and a Vortex Defender CCW, since it's RMSC footprint only. It's direct mount on this particular one. So not a bad little 2011. Some people have issues with it. I have not had any issues with mine. This one is my Mac 9 DS comp. It is comped. It is the 4 1/4 inch version. Forgot to mention 4.15 inch, and this is like 4 1/4 inch, I believe. I like the 4 1/4 inches. I like that it's comp straight from the factory. The action isn't as smooth as like my Apollo 11 or my Springfield Prodigy, but factory grip and everything. I haven't really done anything to this. Put a RMR HD on this, and I'm going to see how that runs with the RMR hanging over the ejection port, but we will see. Surefire X300 Turbo B. Nice single action trigger. 2011s always have fantastic triggers. Even the worst 2011s I've noticed, or 1911s, have better triggers than most, striker fire polymer frames. This one is my Springfield Prodigy 4 1/4 inch. I'm still waiting to put some EGW parts in this, but I bought like $600 or $700 worth of EGW parts, including the beaver tail safety, the mainspring housing, this safety. I guess I could do the takedown lever. I got a different grip panel. All the internals I bought were steel parts, not the MIM. But I'm kind of waiting for someone to be able to do the work. Put a Steiner MPS on this, and a Surefire X300 Turbo. And the action on this is the smoothest out of all my 2011s. I really, really like it. Trigger's very nice on this. It's a very nice pistol if you're looking for a budget 2011. This one might be funny to some people, but it's just a stock M&P, and I actually changed out the slide. So this is a full-size grip with the updated trigger. I left it completely stock, and this is a 4-inch version, so it's basically a Glock 45 version of the M&P. They don't really make them this way, so but the 4 1/4 inch and 4-inch are all compatible. I think the 5-inch is compatible as well with like the full size and the compact frames. But I always like to leave one of like the main pistol platforms that I use completely stock, completely OEM, and this is it. And then holds 17 rounds. This one holds 18 with the Floyd's base plate. So I guess that's the only thing that isn't factory on there. And that one was very cheap. I got that one for like $200, so that's why it's there. And this one, I threw some extra parts on this. It's another M&P. This is the full size with the 4 1/4 inch. I threw like a Glock comp on here, and I've had a Faxon threaded barrel, and it's worked well. I put a Tyrant trigger just because it was inexpensive, and I wanted to try it out. Gets rid of a lot of the take up. Has a nice little break. Nice reset. Put a Hollow Sun, what's this, 407 or 507? 407C, red dot. Always black out the rears. I just take a Sharpie and black out the rears on my Smith & Wesson pistols. And this one's running a Surefire Turbo A and stuff. So no magwell on this either. And this one has a Shield Arms +5 as a base plate and stuff. So it's the largest magazine extension for the M&P platform that I've noticed. This next one I carry a lot. This is my Smith & Wesson. I actually took the slide from this one and put it on here. And this is a compact version, compact frame with a 4 1/4 inch slide, and I like the look of it. Got a Floyd's magwell, Floyd's base plate. This holds 17, right? Put an Apex trigger. This is the Type 3 Apex trigger. Very nice. Streamlight TLR 7X. Was this a calculated kinetics dog tag with an RMR? Surprised I had that off and blacked out the rear sights and stuff. So that's this is the Smith & Wesson I conceal carry the most. This one I should carry a little bit more, but I don't. This is my Smith & Wesson M&P carry comp. This is the polymer version, 15 round frame with the 4 1/4 inch slide. It's the comp version. Apex Type 3 trigger. Floyd's magwell. TLR 7 HLX. Black steel. This is their longest version. It's not my favorite. I wish I would have gone with the number 2. This is the number 3. Number 3 sits a little further out. Number 2 goes about right here, and 1's about right here. So 2 is perfect for me. I wish I would have picked the 2. And then I'm running a Hollow Sun SCS M&P on this. So Hollow Sun did fix this for me at no cost to me. So, and I can use just this standard sights as my backup sights. And I'm just running a Warren +2 on this. This holds, actually it's a +3. This holds 20 rounds as it is. This is my M&P metal. Full size, 4 1/4 inch. Floyd's magwell, Floyd's +5 base plate. I put a Line Tactical thumb rest. I really like this thumb rest, but you can't conceal carry it, so put an Overwatch precision trigger just because I wanted to try it. And I really like this trigger. It is so good. I almost want to say it's almost better than the Apex. So it's a hard one for me. I almost say this is better. I really like this trigger. It's pretty subjective though. Surefire X300 Turbo, calculated kinetics dog tag with an RMR. So, and it does not co-witness the sights, so that's the only thing. I really like the look of this pistol. I shoot this pistol out of my Safariland more than my carry comp, which is the next one, M&P Metal Carry Comp. The ultimate version of the M&P, they say. Same thing as the M&P Metal, except it's got the melanated slide and it's comped from the factory. I did put a like 13-pound recoil spring, Ed Brown guide rod, and 13-pound recoil spring in this. This is the Black Steel 2, so you can see the other one came all the way out here. This one is perfect. This one folds. This is an Apex trigger. This is the Type 1 before I knew they made Type 3s. It's got a little less machining in it, but the trigger is still good. Reset's a little weak on this. It's supposed to be a performance center trigger. Actually, I like the M&P Metal trigger better. I have no idea why. This is a Floyd's Magwell like usual. Surefire X300 Turbo. Calculated kinetics dog tag with their SRO dog tag. So you have to get this dog tag in order to run an RMR HD or an SRO. And an RMR HD. Turn this on. There it is. I really like the RMR HDs, but they're very expensive. This one is a newer acquisition as a pistol platform that I got into, and this is Springfield Echelon. This is the compact version, so 4-inch slide with a 15-round capacity frame. Come from the factory. I put a Sharps Brothers OD Green grip module on this, running a Tyrant +5 base plate, a Tyrant trigger. Takes away all that take up on the trigger. Has more of a rolling brake. Reset's very good. Very nice. I'm actually really digging this platform. Put a TLR7 HLX on this and an RMR green dot because it's green, right? Direct mounts really nicely onto this, and I've been really impressed with this pistol platform. So impressed that I bought a Springfield Echelon full-size comp. So this is the 4.5-inch version with a 17-round frame. Another Tyrant trigger. So it feels the same. Put an Icarus Precision grip module that's got the thumb rest for righties or your weak side. It's an aluminum grip module. Put a Shield Arms +5 magazine extension on this. Vortex Defender ST enclosed. And a Surefire Turbo. And that's what she looks like. It's been a pretty nice pistol for me right now. And I'm doing something with this. I bought another one because I wanted to use the cog for PDW. But this is another full-size Echelon. It's not comped, it's just a regular one. Put a Streamlight TLR1 HL on this. It's got a factory trigger. Vortex Defender ST, non-enclosed, but just the regular ST. And just a factory +3 extension, so this holds 20 rounds. So most of this is OEM for the most part. The next up is my Glock 19 Gen 5. This is a 3-serialed Glock 19, so the slide, the barrel, and the frame will have different serials. This is what I made from extra parts, but it is strictly OEM except for the magwell, since I do carry this, and I like the magwell to push up on my pinky finger. It's an Overwatch Precision magwell. I got spear gold dots in that. There's nothing in there. Everything I said is OEM, even the trigger. And there's that subpar Glock trigger, but it's not bad if you're used to it. The only thing not factory are these night sights from True Glow. I just put those on there because I had them. And like I said, the Overwatch Precision Magwell. So Glock 19. You're about to see a lot of Glock 19s, by the way. It's a Glock 19 Gen 5. This is the one I carry the most. I did change out the trigger in this, but it's got a Floyd's Magwell, a Floyd's +2 base plate, so this holds 17 rounds. I had this in a different build, but this is a Ranger proof, I think. Vex 3 trigger. Feels a little bit better in this one, in my opinion. I've got a OEM extended slide stop slide release, an extended takedown lever, Streamlight TLR 7A, Trijicon suppressor height night sights. I had this cut direct mounted for an optic with the irons forward and running a Trijicon RMR on this. And I put a L2D combat backplate on it just because I had it around. And that's the build. The pins are metal too. Not that that matters all that much. This is another Glock 19 Gen 5. Ranger Proof Swag Vex 3 trigger, an OD green and red. An OD green extended slide stop slide release, OD green extended takedown lever, OD green pins. A Radiant Guardian optic plate for an RMR with a RMR and OD green. I forget who makes this back plate, but it's an anodized green back plate. And a Surefire X300 Ultra. And a Shield Arms magazine extension, +5 extension. Overwatch Precision Magwell. And that's the build. This is the Glock 19 I carry the most. This is completely custom. So I had the frame stippled by Frank Castle Customs. The slide work done by Dynamic Weapon Solutions. This is the Reaper Mark III. This is an OEM slide that's been Cerakoted and optic cut. I put blacked out. It's on. Put blacked out sights in the rear and a small, tiny sliver in the front. Radian Ramjet, Trijicon RMR HD, OEM extended slide stops slide release, some chrome extended takedown levers, takedown pins, and chrome. This is a Killer Innovations velocity trigger. This one works a little bit better. Actually, a really nice trigger in this. I believe this is a Ghost Ink extended magazine catch or magazine release. Surefire X300 Turbo and an SLR Rifleworks Magwell. This has been a really nice build for me. Really expensive build, but it's I think it was worth it. Oh, and a Killer Innovations +5 extension. All right, out of the Glock 19s and onto the... Well, actually, I have more Glock 19s. This is a Glock 45. Floyd's Magwell, Odinworks base plate, +5 base plate. That's screws coming out. I've got a Vickers Tactical Extended Slide Stop in OD green takedown lever, OD green pens, and an OD green extended magazine catch. Trijicon suppressor height night sights with the Vortex Defender ST enclosed. Radian Ramjet and a Streamlight TLR HLX. I said Floyd's Magwell already. Glock Performance Trigger. Not bad. It's a nice little build that I did. I like this Glock 45 a little bit more. This is another Glock 45. got an Overwatch precision trigger. Trigger's really nice in this. Radiant Guardian optic plate, Trijicon Armory in gray, a gray anodized backplate, Vickers Tactical gray extended slide stop slide release, a gray extended takedown lever, gray pins, Radiant Ramjet, Surefire Turbo, I believe, and then a Killer Innovations Magwell. And I think that completes the build. This has a Shield Arms +5 base plate in this too, obviously, in gray. I really like this Glock 45 build. And here's my Glock 47, full size, full size, Odinworks base plate. This is an Edgar Sherman's Designs Magwell. I am running, I am having a hard time finding a lot of base plates that are compatible with that. I did change the trigger on this. This is another Overwatch precision trigger. An Align Tactical thumb rest. Forward controls, optic plate, Trijicon SRO. What is this? Night vision, lower 1/3 night sights in both the rear and the front. Radiant Ramjet. I've got a 13-pound recoil spring in this, and it's been really good to me with this particular build. Surefire Turbo. So, really nice build. Full size. It's a full size, especially with that Ramjet. And then there's another Glock 19 Gen 5. Killer Innovations +5 extension. OEM mags. Always OEM mags. Glock OEM titanium nitrided extended slide stop slide release. Titanium nitrided extended takedown lever and takedown pins. This is a Strike Industries magazine release. A Killer Innovations trigger. Velocity trigger. Actually, really nice triggers. Overwatch Precision Magwell. I did chop the beaver tail to try to get a better grip. I'm not a fan, but I can see why people like it. Olight PL2 Mini Valkyrie. Trijicon RMR with Trijicon suppressor height night sights. Killer Innovations backplate too. So, and a Killer Innovations Velocity barrel. One of the best looking barrels on the market in my opinion. Single point cut rifling. Oh, and I did put a titanium nitrided extractor, titanium nitrided safety plunger, and this is a 15-pound recoil spring in gold too. So nice looking build. It actually runs and functions really well too. Quite like this one. And this next one I've done the most work to, actually. This is another Glock 19 Gen 5. Had it Cerakoted in OD green. Had the slide Cerakoted in OD green. This is a Reptile C slide from Norso. A Killer Innovations Velocity barrel that's been threaded. This is a Safiri Precision thread protector in gold, of course. An Arc Division. This is like a +3 base plate. It says +5, but it's really +3. Tyrant Designs Magwell. Cross Armory extended magazine release. Cross Armory pin set and extended takedown lever. A Tyrant CNC extended slide stop slide release. A Tyrant ITTS trigger. Actually not a bad trigger. A Tyrant backplate, Strike Industries, suppressor height nights or suppressor height sights. And I had those Cerakoted as well. Trijicon RMR in OD green. Titanium nitrided depressor plunger and extractor. Do I have the locking block in this or did I take it out? I used to have a titanium nitrided locking block in this as well. I think it's titanium nitride. You can kind of see the gold coming through. So the locking block has been titanium nitrided. I sent it out to a friend who does coatings like that, and he recoated a bunch of small parts for me. Streamlight TLR 7A and a 18-pound recoil spring, obviously in gold and stuff there. So this one runs actually. You would think with all the aftermarket parts, this would have a hard time running, but I actually don't have any issues running this. I just don't want to put a lot of wear and tear on it just because it's custom, you know what I mean? And I got so many other Glocks that I can shoot. This one I kind of built for a competition, but I never ended up going, but I never need an excuse to run a gun or to buy a gun. This is a UTG base plate, and it's worked really well. Have no qualms about it. This is a Glock 17 Gen 5. I put some handle it grips, the real sandpapery texture on here. Tyrant Magwell, Strike Industries, magazine release, cross armory, pins and extended takedown lever, and a Tyrant extended slide stop slide release, Align tactical thumb rest, an O-Light, Balder S in gray, Overwatch Precision trigger in gray. The grip's in gray too. You can see I'm going with the theme here. A Tyrant backplate, Strike Industries back sight, suppressor height, and a fiber optic front. This is a Holosun 507 in wolf gray. Killer Innovations Velocity slide in gray. And what is this? Is this a Fury Precision? Yeah, it's a Fury Precision Gen 5 titanium nitrided Glock 17 barrel. And this is actually a very shiny and smooth barrel. I like the crown on the barrel. This has been a good gun for me too. I can get double taps accidentally on this, so if that tells you anything. So if you run the trigger and ride the reset, you can get a double fire, which you know, if that's your thing, that's cool. But Glock 17 Gen 5. This is a Glock 48. And I've got a lot of different parts and stuff for this one. But this is an OEM mag with the +4 Tyrant base plate. Let's see if I can remember everything. A Tyrant magwell, a Tyrant magazine release. I forget who makes the slide stop, but it's gold. Gold pins, gold extended takedown lever, Overwatch Precision trigger. I really like Overwatch Precision triggers. What is this, a Faxon? I think it's a Faxon barrel. Titanium, nitrided. PVD, sticks out just a little bit. Streamlight TLR 7 sub, and a Vortex Defender CCW. And Angry Bear sights. Suppressor right sights. In front and the rear. And then a Tyrant backplate too. And this is a handle it grip with their hex pattern and stuff. Forgot about that. Don't carry this one as much as I should because I got other carry options, but I bought this to carry, and I do carry this every now and then. But with the light and everything, it's pretty big, and I do run the Shield Arms mags with good luck. All right, this is my Shadow Systems MR920L Shield Arms mag +5 base plate. It's basically factory. So all the parts are factory on this. Bronze barrel, slide cutouts, direct mounted Trijicon SRO. Still, you can see the sights on it, which is kind of nice. Just threw a Surefire X300 Turbo and the FDE on this. Trigger's not bad. I like the MR920L. But since I have so many other Glocks, I don't shoot this quite as often as I should. Came with a polymer magwell, and this is one of the better polymer magwells that I've encountered for the Glock platform. It's been a very good, reliable gun. I only have about 2,500 rounds through that, so not much. This one's kind of an interesting build. Shield arms. No, this is a worn magazine base plate. I'll put the, this is a Shadow Systems frame, a Gen 4 extended OEM slide stop slide release, extended takedown pin, what you call a line tactical thumb rest, Olight PL2 Mini Valkyrie. This is a Gen 5 Arc Division reactor, and it's the ported version straight from the factory. Comes with the slide and the barrel, and the Gen 5, you can see the cutout. Let's see right there. That's how you know it's Gen 5 with the extra cutout. It works fine on this. I did put night vision sights, lower 1/3 night vision sights on this. Arc Division backplate. Trijicon RMR in the Coyote Brown, anodized. This has been a nice little carry piece for me. I do carry this, and I have to take the line tactical thumb rest out in order to carry it, but I've carried this quite a bit. Very soft shooting. I can be very quick, and it's relatively accurate. I run this really well, so I actually quite like it. This is a Polymer 80 build that I did, and I don't really run it. It's a 19 frame, live free Armory slide. It's got some, this is Metgar mag, 18 rounder for Glock 17. I got a Tyrant extended slide stop slide release, a Zev trigger. Not bad. A Balder RL Olight. Some no-name brand threaded barrel that's actually fluted and stuff too. And the Swamp Fox Liberty or Justice, I can't remember. And then some off-brand suppressor right sights. This is the Strike Industries front. I don't forget who makes the back. Maybe like Aim Surplus or something. Don't really shoot it. I bought this back during the COVID and stuff when guns were really hard to get, and I way overpaid for it. This one here is my Glock 40 MOS Gen 4. No base plate, but it's 15 rounds of 10 millimeter. Got Hornady critical defense loaded in that. Basically OEM. I've got a PL2 Valkyrie, and I've got a chest holster made for this. Oh man, who makes this trigger? It's like Zev or Agency, one of the two. It's an aftermarket trigger. It's actually really nice. Reset's really short. This is the Fury Precision backplate, Trijicon suppressor height sights, and the Hollow Sun 507C with a CH precision plate. That's my Glock 40 MOS. I've got just a few more pistols, guys. These are my subcompacts down here. This is a 6 Hour P365 with a Wilson Combat grip. I did change the trigger out because this is a really old P365 model. It's basically stock minus the grip module. There's your normal 365 thud. It's not a bad trigger, but I won't put these back because it's a little hard. This is another 365. This one has a thumb safety on it. This one is in 382. I got it because I wanted something a little softer shooting. I did put a titanium nitrided FCU in this. I had like some weird back plate holster thing, like clip holster. I took out the clip though because I can't get out the back plate anymore. These are kind of hard to work on. Some grip panel. I think it's Talon grips on this one, and a Hollow Sun 507K on this. And that's basically it. That's the 6 Hour 380 P365. This is my body card 2.0. You can tell I carry this a lot because I'm rusting out the magazine release. Got the hollows in there. It's just factory. Bodyguard 2.0. It's a really nice low profile carry piece if you're looking for something that's very easy to carry. I carry this a lot actually, so but man, that magazine release is really rusted out because it's pressed against my body a lot. This is my Shield Plus. Again, the magazine release is really rusted because I do carry this. Shield Plus, it holds 10. I've got a lot of mags for this. This is OEM too. Trigger's not bad. I wish it were optics cut. Other than that, I do carry this one quite a bit. And I was just carrying this one today, so it is loaded. Just so you know, this is my Smith & Wesson CSX E-Series. This holds 12 rounds. And look, there it is. I know the conditions of all my pistols. So it's offloaded now. Don't have to turn on the optic. It should be on. Yep. This one's stock too. There's my extra magazine I carry for it. This is the 15 or 17 round. I can't remember. See how big this is. This is definitely the 17 round. So this is 17 rounds of Federal HST that I carry as a backup. And these are all my concealed carry extra mags and stuff. So it's like Shield Plus. I got a Bodyguard one right there. And that's for my CSXE. So, but that's basically all of my pistols I have here. I actually have more pistols, but I keep them in other places. I've got a P30, a P30 SK, a VP9, and a VP9 SK that I keep at work. So I just keep all my H&Ks over there because the magazines are all compatible and stuff. But yeah, that's my pistol collection. I think I total like 40 pistols or something altogether. Now I've got like a 22 revolver, some other like cheap pistols and stuff. So, but you can see I like to put optics and flashlights on most of my pistols, and that's really expensive, guys. But if I were you, I just kind of stick with 1 or 2 pistols and just run the shit out of those. Don't do what I do and have a gun problem. So. But yeah, guys, if you made it all the way through, I know it's a lot. Uh, here's my armory, as I call it. I've been switching stuff around a little bit. I've got these are all loaded with 75 grain Spear Gold Dot bonded soft points in this. There's 9 magazines in each of those. I've got a bunch of these are all loaded AR mags. So I think I have like 28 mags in here, 28 mags in here, all loaded. These are all in M193 and M855. These are some extra cases that I have. I got some Federal HSTs, a whole case in there, some like Fiocchi, Winchester. These are some more Spear bonded soft points. I got some 55 grain and 2 cases of 75 grain. I've got a bunch of extra Lancer mags that, in case I need some extra Lancer mags, because I do wear out rifle mags a little bit. You seen that? I did pick up some more stuff the other day. What is that? Let me see. Yep, I got another Radiant 8 ACK lower because it was a good price. And what else did I get? Oh, I got a Griffin Armament Mark II. It's basically an ADM upper, full ambi, right? I got that the other day. So, and there's some of my plate carriers. That's an Agilite. Like this is a K9. That's a K0. That's a K0. I've got level 4s in this, level 4s in that, and level 3 plus in that. All the magazines are loaded and stuff. This is a Protection Group Denmark ballistic helmet. It's a level 4 ballistic helmet in the multicam. I want to get in night vision someday, and it's got a flashlight mount, nice helmet and stuff. All my Trijicon optic boxes because I'm a Trijicon shill. And some like more expensive boxes for like my optics and stuff. In case I ever want to sell them, it's always easier to sell them with boxes. And then this is all ammo. It's like Theater Blackout 357, some like Spear Gold Dots. That's all 9mm, 300 Blackout, and 5.56. And that's not even all the ammo that I have. It's all the ammo that I just store here. And then these are my holsters. I got some extra. Those are some new Forever targets. You just spray paint over them. I'm going to give those a shot. But I'm still working on the armory and stuff. It's secured, no windows, biometric entry only. I got 3 deadbolts on the door, so I found it's just cheaper for me to build a room around my guns than to move around like a bunch of gun safes and stuff. So that's just kind of how I do it. Now I've got a bunch of belts. Um, I keep like a to-go bag, and I've got another plate carrier in there with some plates. I've got about 4 or 5 different battle belt setups. There's one over there. I think there's one down there. Got one in a bag. I got one at my shop. So that's the update on the armory and my pistol collection, everyone. If you made it all the way through, you are a trooper, because this is a long ass video. Thanks for watching.